Okay, real test.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Real test time?
Yeah, this is the tester right here.
Real test.
Cameron tests. Cameron test.
James test. James test.
Boobies. 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 Ha, boobies. Okay, we're in it.
What's up, dude?
We're in it. You playing Tetris again?
No. I'm off the Tetris grind.
You're off of it?
Yeah.
Damn. That was quick.
Stopped. I know. My new obsession is like outdoor stuff.
Oh.
Like I was telling you before the podcast, I want to hunt this fall.
Yes.
And
Call me James Rogan. James Joe Rogan.
no, I know. But I watched a show called Meat Eater on Netflix, and it's this guy named Steve Ranella, and he's like an expert hunter, but he's all like self-taught kind of.
Okay.
So like he just grew up with hunting, and then has kind of like learned the craft and the art of the hunt.
The instincts came back to him.
Really primal instincts.
It's like a sleeper agent.
But
woke up.
It looks super fun, kind of.
Yeah.
So I like. I've got two. I have two like really old bows with a couple arrows.
Ooh.
And like yesterday, I just went out and was like acting like Katniss or out there.
See, if I see a squirrel right now, see a squirrel, that shit's donezo.
It's gone. It's gone with the wind.
I'm sniping this squirrel right now.
No, but just doing that, and then like I've been doing a lot of yard work actually.
Okay.
So I feel like more of a man now.
I respect that.
So I'm kind of on this like I want to be this outdoorsy type of guy.
I like that.
Grind, right? That's my new. Instead, Tetris is kind of subsided and given way to bow and arrows / going outside and doing work.
That's cool. I think that's like a testament to what we should be doing is putting down the phones and going outside to do shit. I have a big rant I want to talk about.
Okay.
Not right now.
Oh, okay. Is
I don't want to jump into
it.
No, it's
yard
pretty.
Work?
It's heavy. Okay. It's kind of heavy. I don't want to jump into it right now. Right. But I kind of feel the same way. I've been going fishing a lot. I've been talking about it in the podcast, but like now I'm going more than ever, and I actually caught some fish.
Dude, it's fun.
Dude, it's so fun. Like I'll go out with Ethan, my brother.
Yeah.
And just him and I will go out and they're just casting. And then we're going to this little pond where you'll catch a fish that's not even the size of your hand.
Yeah.
But I think it's still fun. And it's not like I'm gonna go out there for the first my first 5 fishing times. I'm not gonna go out and catch 12-foot bass or something like that. Some crazy hogs.
Yeah, I used to fish with my dad and cousin, and we would just catch little bluegill or peach bellies. Yeah. Because we weren't going out. Like we were fishing at Mississinawa, and we would just be along the shore, so it wasn't
That's
really
where I'm
deep.
fishing at. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so fun. It's fun, and it teaches you patience. That's kind of.
Yeah, because I have a
real
issue
you're really
with that.
impatient.
I'm
to quote yourself,
most impatient. No, thanks, James. You really put that in perspective for me.
Cameron, just so you know, one of your weaknesses are, in case you were
just
wondering.
So you know, one of your flaws is actually you're very impatient and you suck completely. So, it's really been. It's also teaching. It's also helping me. Not. I'm very afraid of everything, and I'm disgusted by a lot of things. So, insects, shit like that. So I'm putting the worm.
Touching a fish or stuff like that.
I'm still not touching them barehanded. We'll take some gloves out. Not gonna lie to you, it's some yard work gloves, with the rubber on the palm.
Oh yeah, I just bought some.
Yeah, yeah, you did. Yeah, you're getting the toolkit up, huh? Expanding the inventory over here.
You moved on from cloth to rubber gloves.
Yeah, exactly. But I have been putting the glove on, and it really, the jump from confidence from putting the glove on to not having the glove on is crazy.
Like a shield of armor.
Yeah, because I could hardly touch the worm, bro. Because I'm just disgusted by it.
It's such a weird thing. Because I hate that. I remember kind of what you're talking about. It's playing when I played football. They would be like, I love mud and getting dirty. And I'm like,
dirt.
I hate this, dude. This sucks. It's all, I feel gross. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I feel with that, though. With fishing or anything like that. It's you have to get dirty. And it's
well, if you're going hunting, you have to get real dirty. You have to clean a buck.
I watched some YouTube videos.
Yeah, did you? Tutorial on how to.
I watched 2 different ones so I can kind of learn.
Yeah. You have a general idea
what the premise is. And I'm just going to pop. They're 7 minutes each. And it's in real time. So I'm like, okay, if I know what I'm doing, I can get this done in under half an hour.
Yeah.
So it's really optimistic. But I'm I'll just keep watching them. And then when that day comes, maybe I'll know what to do. But But it is, I think,
get there.
Definitely just outdoor stuff where you can't control what happens. Like, definitely forces you to be patient, and it does. Like, it's, I don't know, like taking the hook out of the fish for me is like the worst part.
Yeah, because there have been times where like the hook will go in and it'll pop out the eyeball, and I'm like, damn, I'm sorry, brother.
Fish.
And then you throw him back in, and he's got one eye. It's like,
dude,
he wasn't doing
Willie
anything
out there now.
Yeah. Like the first fish I caught was like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't even want to call it a catch because I caught the fish in the gills. Like, it was just swimming by and got caught in the gill. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't even catch it. I just and then I'm
just
yanking,
happened across it.
yanking the pole, and it's in his gill. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of an asshole for this, but I threw him back and he swam away just fine. But
yeah,
a big problem that we're facing out there is like the spot we go to.
I thought you were gonna be like a big problem in
the fishing big fishing.
I thought you were gonna get some conservation facts.
No, I don't have any kind of conversation facts. Conservation facts. I don't even remember what I was. Oh, there was a
big problem.
One of the time we went out, we were just standing like at the edge of the water, and my brother and I were kind of close to each other. And he looks down, and he goes, "Is that a snake?" Like 10 feet away from us, just swimming through the water. I'm like, I can't even touch a worm, bro. Like I don't.
What am I gonna do with a snake?
Yeah, what am I gonna do with a snake? So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of effed. It's kind of frigged right now.
Can I go? I'll be in the car.
We went again to the same spot, but like the spot that we went to, like the first time we went, we just stood on like the edge of like the water, and then there's also like a little fishing pier where you can just. It's just like a little cement pad that you can just cast off of, and there's a bunch of rocks under it. And so we were there for like an hour, and then we looked down, and there are 6 snakes. Just that's where they live, in the rocks,
really,
and like little holes in the rocks. And they're like, there's 3 of them like crawling, they're slithering around like in between the rocks. Yeah, they're just climbing shit with their palms and thumbs. But and then like all the other snakes were just their head was like popping out of the hole, and they're just like.
Just kind of looking.
Yeah, because we're catching fish, and like
when you reel it in,
like when you reel it in, it kind of drags up the rocks a little bit, and they're just like trying to catch the fish, like trying to eat on the fish you caught. I'm like, damn, that's mine, dude.
That's kind of smart, though. They're trying to work hard. They're trying to work smart.
Yeah, they don't have to leave their home. It's just right on their porch.
It's like takeout.
Yeah,
but a delivery.
I'm DoorDash for the snakes. That's what it is. I was having a really tough time grabbing the fish.
I felt the same way, because so when I was younger, I used to go crawdad.
Oh, yeah.
Like fishing or whatever.
Crawdad
hunting. And we would just go at like Mac Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Because there's like that little riverbed.
Then we would you just shoot your hand, and you catch them by the backs, right? They can't do anything to you. Because they're prawn. They're like a prawny.
Yeah. It's like little lobsters.
Like tiny lobsters.
Tiny lobster. Tiny Indiana lobster.
Tiny red lobster.
Tiny Indiana red lobster.
So,
hear my cats scratching at the door. They want in so bad.
Talk about those fish and...
Oh, they can hear us talking. Like, what is that?
It's my favorite flavor of whisker food.
A Purina.
Purina, yeah.
I was trying to think of the cat food that I bought, but I couldn't.
Blue Buffalo.
I
feed my cats dog food.
Meow mix, bro.
Bro, straight meow mix. So anyway, so I took Matthew one time, and I was like, I used to be able to do this when I was younger. Like, there shouldn't be any problem now that I'm a grown...
Yeah, I'm an adult.
Yeah. I can vote.
I can vote. I can catch prawn.
It's the equivalent. I just have my government thinks I have as much knowledge to make important decisions that shape the future of the country, and here I am using that to like I can fish and all this stuff. So anyway, I'm like,
if you crawdad.
I'm like, I see him right there, and I'm just like, I'm freezing up.
Yeah, dude, it sucks.
And I'm like, can we get a cup or something and just like scoop them in?
Can you give me some tongs?
For real? Can I get some kitchen tongs?
Bring the prawn tongs.
And the same thing that used to happen with fishing. Like when I'd catch something, I'd be like, I'd just like lay it down and like try to not touch it as much as possible. And this time I've been like, you just have to do it, dude.
You just have to get over it. Because I was facing that, like, when Ethan and I went fishing last time, the first fish I caught, I just stood there with it on the hook with my hand right next to it, and I could not get myself to grab it. Because some of the fish you catch, like they have like the spines on their back, and it will
And
like
it flares up?
Yeah, and it'll poke you.
Yeah, they're
But I mean,
sharp, so you have to like.
with the gloves on, you can't.
Oh.
It helps, but you
Yeah.
can still feel them.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing is like the texture of the fish, and then when it starts flipping around,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know why, but I cannot handle that like in my hand. But I mean, by the end, I was like, I would just catch it and then just grab it, and I'm like, just gotta do it. Just trying to override my brain and just grab it. I can't let it suffocate because I'm standing there the first time, like the fish, like 2 minutes out of the water, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill this fish because I can't fucking grab the fish.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's gonna die.
Yeah,
Either gonna rip it out or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Just working on not being scared
Yeah,
of everything.
that's good though. I feel like fishing, catch and release fishing is probably a good way to
Kind of build up that
get
tolerance.
some vitamin D.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
to learn some patience. About damn time.
About damn time I
learned
learned
some patience.
Even in that little spot that we're fishing at, you can cast, and the second after you cast, you'll have a bite.
Oh really?
There's so many little
So
fish
it's like
in there.
actually you're just as impatient now.
Yeah.
You're just like
I'm
I'm the greatest fisherman ever.
Yeah, exactly. So now if I actually go fishing, I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
I didn't catch a fish in the first 5 seconds of
That's
casting.
I went to one of Emily's like church friends has a pond, and it's a really nice piece of land, and we were fishing one week and caught like 3 things, and I caught my first ever catfish. Never caught a catfish before.
yeah.
Caught one of those. We didn't keep it because I didn't know they wanted to keep them. It wasn't big or anything, but I was like, okay, cool. And then the next time we went, I was like, I got a bite, and that was it. I was like,
It's just not the
fun.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the day. The first time I went, I didn't catch anything. And I got like 1 bite, and I was so upset. And I'm like, what the hell?
What's so
like,
fun about
I thought everyone went fishing, and every time you go fishing, you catch like 10
something.
fish. No.
Yeah.
Like some days you could go out there for like 3 hours and get 1 bite and be like, what was that? What did I just do this for?
Yep.
But I mean, it's peaceful.
It
I
is.
like going out there.
It's really
just hanging
tranquil.
out. Yeah.
And like when we were fishing, there was a kid, like literally a kid, that was catching something and then caught like a 5-pound catfish.
Damn. He's showing you up, bro.
I know.
He said, look at this bass I
I was
caught.
like, I'll just skip stones.
Yeah. I'll go stand over here with my
I'm okay
feet
with
in the
that.
water and just ponder.
I'll wade
Yeah. I'll just go float.
face down,
Don't catch me, please.
please.
Please don't put a hook in my cheek. Every time I go fishing, I think of the Jackass like Steve-O bit where he puts that giant ass shark hook through his cheek. I don't know why.
How
but
do they get it out?
They just pull it out,
Ugh.
and it's got like the end.
barb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez.
God damn.
Because he jumped in the water with sharks like while he was on the hook. I remember that.
I did think about that too.
I think I'm gonna catch a shark.
I want to go bow fishing. That looks.
Dude, that sounds crazy. I feel like if I would get so mad if I went bow fishing. I mean, I don't know a single. I don't even know like an ounce about bow fishing. I don't even think about like bow and arrows.
Yeah.
So it's like I would just like kind of toss the arrow in the water and be like, I didn't catch anything.
Just like
Yeah.
flip it, like you're throwing loose change
Yeah,
to like
just
a
toss
homeless
it
person.
like I'm throwing it in a well, like a wishing well, bro. It's like I wish to catch this fish.
Please, goddess, Poseidon.
Poseidon. Poseidon, please grant me these fishing powers. I promise I'll put him back. I know it's your family.
It looks pretty fun. I've never done it.
I've
Which is
seen
kind of
people
why I
do it,
want to
yeah.
do it. Oh yeah, we've been out there and there's people that'll walk right up next to us, get on a boat, and just kind of coast along the line.
Yeah.
And but no, I was talking to Emily's one of her brothers, and he was saying that when they go down to Arkansas for like Thanksgiving or whatnot, that's like their thing. They go down to Arkansas because they have family down there. There's a guy that would go fish, like bow fishing with them. So like they went down to Arkansas because there's already family there.
Mhm.
Their family had a friend that would go with them,
Okay.
and he said he had this 50-gallon drum bucket or just big tub, and he would catch these Asian carp or Asian catfish. I can't remember what it was, but he'd catch them and then he would throw them in there with his, he'd go bow fishing, catch them, and throw them in there. Well, there's a there's a film like on the fish.
Yeah.
So he said what would happen is they'd catch it throughout the day, and then after so long it'd separate, so that there'd be like water in there from them, like catching
Yeah.
fish, but then also that film would like run off and it would separate.
Is it like a fish oil?
It's like
Kind of.
like
kinda
fish
thing?
oil would sit at the bottom of that barrel and it would just smell.
Ew.
Like, that sounds
Ew.
disgusting,
I
dude.
couldn't even
Some
imagine.
hot, humid Arkansas weather with that thing.
Some hot, humid, like fish scum.
Fish scum.
Fish phlegm, bro.
Literally.
Just boiling.
Literally fish mucus just sitting at the bottom. Like,
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
no thank you.
Because even like.
So they stopped and they were like, yeah.
Yeah, let's
no
not
more.
do that anymore. Don't put it in the bucket anymore, please.
How about putting it back in the water?
Yeah, just catch and release, bro. How does, like, I don't even know. Do you just, like, shoot?
So
spear a fish, like,
it's like
through its, like, torso, and then it's good to go? You throw it back in?
Yeah,
Or
I
is,
know.
I
That's what I
guess-
thought too, because I was like, okay, with catch and release with fishing, you just get a hook in the mouth or in the head, or you know what I mean,
Or in the eyeball.
gill.
Yeah, in the gill, the eyeball, whatever,
Cut
the
their
brain.
lungs up, or
Just straight up.
something like that. But either way, it's the same concept. Like, there's just so many of them in there. Because that's what I was like, you can just you're just killing them, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
And
you're
he's
going to
like-
die, like, on impact.
It's like there's so many that it really doesn't. It's
There's
like,
so many fish. That
yeah,
doesn't- yeah,
there's so many
that's true.
people.
Yeah.
No, he's like, there's just so many fish that it doesn't.
Doesn't really affect anything.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're kind of doing it a favor.
kind of. It's like, it's like
Controlling the ecosystem.
I can't remember if I think it's boars or they're called wild hogs. But there's some animal that has like crept its way into, I want to say it's Texas because it's somewhere south. And it's like, on some instances, you can get paid. Like if you kill so many of them, you can get paid for them because they're just overpopulating and they're like an invasive species.
Really?
So they're just taking out so much stuff. And there's like, there's places where you don't even need like, maybe you need a hunting license or a permit in the area, but it's like there's no bag limit or like limit to how many you can get because it's just that big of a problem.
Endless, yeah.
Yeah. So
I know my dad was saying, because he's living in Arizona now, and he was like, we were FaceTiming him the other day, and he was telling us about like, he's like, you don't see deer out here, but you just see like wild boar, like with the tusks and shit.
Everything, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's instead of like a deer running across the road like you would see in
boar.
Indiana, it's just like a wild boar. And I'm like, that sounds like the most terrifying thing I've ever even seen.
Yeah, I know. Because that's just, I feel like it's so much bigger. It's almost like a bull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just imagine that thing charging at you.
Golly. That'd rip up a shin, bro.
I keep thinking of this video where, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a Vine or something. But it looks like he's getting ready to kick, like, the corner of a wall. And there's something on it, and then it falls right before he kicks it. I don't know why. I keep thinking of that. He's got, like, a pillow or something that's taped to, like the corner like that.
Yeah.
And he's... Bam, he goes to kick it, and then it falls right before he hits it. So that's just this, like...
His shin goes right in, like, the corner of...
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I feel like... Oh.
Do you ever have that where you have, like, you know, you're talking about the Steve-O hook thing? Do you ever have something that's, like, you keep thinking of it, and you're trying not to, like, it's gross? Like,
Yeah.
You keep thinking of it? I have that all the time. I hate it. Like, right now, I'm doing this because I'm thinking of where they're throwing... The Jackass skit where they're throwing cards. They're like, is it Steve-O or someone's naked? And they're throwing cards at him. And he's like giving himself paper cuts with the cards. And I'm just like,
oh. Was that Johnny Knoxville?
maybe, yeah.
I feel like
bet
that was him.
I
Did he do it, like, in the webbing of his hand,
Yep.
too?
I'm like,
That's the
oh my
worst shit.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Like,
That just makes you, like, makes one eye close, do, like, a sour face. He's like, yeesh.
yeah, exactly. And I'm like, oh, stop thinking about it. And then it's
Yeah.
like, keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about it. I'm like, stop
It
thinking
just
about it.
replays in your head.
Yep.
That happened to me the other day. I was making some dinner, and I was cutting up an onion, and I was like, I cut it in half and was like trying to keep it like,
Tears back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was crying, and now I keep thinking about crying because onions now. But I was like just trying to chop it down the side so I'd have like kind of onion rings. I mean, I wasn't making onion rings, but I was just like trying to just
The
keep
shape of
them whole. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like holding up I'm like, I can't figure this out for some reason. So I hold the onion in my hand, and I have this giant ass kitchen knife, like big ass kitchen knife. And for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh, I'll just hold the onion and slice it. And then the knife slips and cuts part of my ring finger.
Yeah.
And the other day, I just, for some reason, that moment of like the knife hitting my skin just replayed in my head. And I'm
Really?
like, I'm like, get it out,
Get it out.
Get away from me. It wasn't even that bad of a cut either. Like,
Wow.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
a little. I mean,
Could have
it
been a lot
bled,
worse,
but, like,
right?
yeah, I had to throw away half the onion because I bled all over the
I was
onion.
gonna say half your finger.
Yeah, I threw my finger away. I was like, you know what?
Damn good onions though.
At least I have these onions to heal this pain right now.
To console me.
It's a golden onion.
Does it make you feel better? At least you got an onion.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen the trailer for the new Call of Duty?
Mm-hmm.
Cold War?
Cold War.
What do you think about it?
I think it looks good. I'm not gonna buy it, but I think it looks good.
You're not gonna buy it?
No.
I'm obviously gonna buy it. I buy all the Call of Duties.
See, and I kept saying what I said and then doing what you did.
Yeah.
But now it's like, when am I gonna buy it on the Switch?
Right. It's really
So-
all you play is the Switch now. I've been playing Warzone recently. Like, if Cindy's at work or something and I don't have anything to do, I'll hop on a solo or two of Warzone. Like, I did that this morning and I got shit on in 2 games.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely destroyed. And I was like, yep, gonna watch YouTube now.
Yep.
Yep.
Moving on.
But I think the Cold War, like,
Definitely looks. It looks a lot like World at War. and
Yeah,
Black Ops. Like
that's what I was
OG
thinking.
Black Ops type stuff. So
that's what I was gonna say is that it really, like, it gave me this like nostalgic feeling of like Black Ops 1, and I was like, whoa. Like,
if they can do it right, I
Yeah.
feel like that's what the franchise
oh,
needs.
absolutely. Like that, just to put it back to where like we can all forget about Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare, that makes me want to throw up, dude.
I liked
Like,
it better than Advanced. Not gonna
You
lie.
did? I liked Advanced Warfare a lot.
I feel because I'm better at the. I think I played better with like the jumping, like the exo stuff. Because
Yeah.
like Black Ops 3, I felt like I was the best at. Like not the best, but
right.
of
Black
the
Ops
games.
3, we're good at Black Ops 3. Like
Yeah, it's.
I feel that.
So I was like, Infinite Warfare is similar. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But
Yeah. I feel like I was really like I was getting really good in Black Ops 3. Like better than I've done in like any COD games, but that was when I was like playing the most heavy. And like during Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, that was like I was really into like Optic and all them. So
yeah.
I just watched their
E-gaming?
videos. I
Yeah.
was really into the esports world, and I would just watch them and just destroy them. Like, okay, I'm going to do that. And then like I would try to like put in their tactics and like watch them play and like try to
dude,
like,
study them.
yeah, and like it made me
worked.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I felt like Advanced Warfare was really fun, but Infinite Warfare, that game can go to hell. Like I don't.
Didn't they bundle it with like Modern Warfare Remastered or something?
Yeah, they
Just-
did.
Just get
Yeah.
sales. Cause
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah. They're like,
like-
oh, it's not really working out for us. But
here,
I mean,
let's just remaster this whole game and give it to you guys. So that away,
yeah, just to save us, just remaster a game and then
it maybe
that'll
break
save us.
even.
Yeah, I never even played that much Modern Warfare Remastered. I think I
remember
played a couple
being,
games.
I remember being like, this will be so fun.
Yeah,
Because I was at Tech at the time, and I was like, this will be so fun.
this is awesome.
And then I played like 10 games maybe, and I was like,
Yeah.
eh.
I mean, if they
then-
remastered Black Ops 1, I mean, not even, I think if they
Nah.
remastered Black Ops 1, I would play it for a little bit and be like, I've already been through this.
It's like the newness will wear out.
Yeah,
real
I
quick
mean, it's-
because it's familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have the nostalgia at the
Mhm.
beginning and be like, oh my god, like
Yeah.
the times
The
I played.
times you had.
I mean, maybe playing Zombies Remastered would. I'd
Yeah.
go nuts on that, but like multiplayer, I'd be like, I've already done this. Like,
Yeah.
I've already played Domination on Summit 50 million times, so it's
Right.
like I don't need to do
I don't
this
need to get
anymore.
shit on again.
It was a good game, but like there's no need to remaster it.
Yeah. Well, that's how like modern was the newest like the new Modern Warfare
Yeah.
came out, and I was like watching the beta because I remember I was working at IUK and I was sitting on a computer in the the other office, like the nursing and allied health sciences offices, and it's like really quiet in there like all the time. So I was just like watching a live stream of them playing it. It's like
Yeah.
a 2-hour event. I just watched it. But I was like, wow, this looks fun. And then I was watching my uncle play it. He had like the beta code or whatever,
Yeah.
and so he was playing. I'm like, wow, this looks fun. And I think I bought it, definitely bought it, and I was like, this is fun. And then just something happened where it's like I started running out of time,
Yeah.
and
And then when you do play, it's like for like 10 minutes, and it's like it's not that great.
yeah, that's why my video game playing has gone down a lot.
Yeah, mine
Like
too.
even with the Switch, like I wanted to like clean out all the stuff that we have. I feel like when I get stressed, it's like I need to be doing like something. Like I have to be moving around
Yeah.
or like trying to be productive to like cope. And so I get overwhelmed like visually. So if there's like a lot of stuff in my room or my room's like a mess,
Yeah, it's kind of cluttered.
yeah, I'm like this needs to end like tonight. We need to fix
understandable.
it. And I'm like, why do we even have this stuff? Like Matthew has like 3 pairs of headphones that are just broke.
Just throw that shit away.
Exactly. I'm like, all right, we're getting rid of all this stuff. I'm like, anything you don't want anymore. Like I went through a lot of my, and I was like, at first I was like, I'm just gonna sell this stuff on like Facebook Marketplace and make some money. And then I was like, I don't even $5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not worth it to put in the effort.
Yeah,
So just throw it away.
Goodwill or something.
See,
you know what I mean?
I feel that. It feels good cleaning shit out like that though. Like
Yeah.
you feel really, and then you're like, whoa, it's like a whole new house, like a whole new room. I was like, I don't even know what
So,
I was living in before.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, we have, like I'm not using this Xbox anymore. So it's like that's something I maybe could put on there, but there's so many stickers and it's like an Xbox, it's refurbished, like Gen 1. I was like, just give it to like maybe GameStop will take it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, we have a 360 and like 3 controllers for it and the Kinect and all these games, and it's like I kept it because I'm like, this will be fun to revisit, kind of like with nostalgia. And then it's like, no, you only find yourself playing it, and then you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to invest more time than this. Yeah, I just wanted to be reminded that I played that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just want to look at it and be like, oh, I had good times.
We have like a Game Boy Advance. We have a GameCube. We have like all these things that like never get touched anymore.
Yeah, like, but you keep it there just in case. You're like, what if one day?
What if one day I want to play Halo 3
I feel like popping in Mario Party or something, like Mario Kart Double Dash or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm like,
I understand that. That's how I am
I think
too.
they're getting ready to get rid of. Like I wiped my Xbox One, like I factory reset it.
Really?
And I'm getting ready to. I think I'm gonna do like a final goodbye to the 360. And like every game I have, I'm just gonna like see what I did with it. Yeah. Play around and then just delete it and be like,
see ya.
Like
that's pretty
like
cool.
Walking out Old Yeller to the yard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. That's a good send off though. I like that. You just kind of go in and be like this, and it just reminds you. You're like this.
You're like, what did I? Oh yeah, that's right. I spent 20 hours playing this game, and where am I at? And
yeah, this is like you just pop in. You're like, oh my god, like this is where I was 5 years ago.
Yeah, for real.
6 years ago. I like that.
So I found there's a place in Fort Wayne and in Indy. It's like the same company, and they take like old retro games and stuff like that. I'm sure I'll get $20 for it all. You know what I mean? But it's like,
I mean, it's got to go.
Whatever. Yeah, I know.
At least you get something off of it.
Yeah.
You got I was like $20 in the years of enjoyment.
Yeah. Because I was like looking, it's like, man, I'm sure you can get some money from this. Like it's a 360. It's nice. It's the R2D2 one. But then it's like, no one's buying. Unless you're like specifically looking for either like a Star Wars collector's item.
Right.
Or or some person is willing to pay money to go down memory lane again and buy like a whole ass 360 and set up, then it's like there's no one who's gonna buy it.
No one's in that market.
Yeah.
No one's
Everyone's
buying
ready for the Xbox, whatever the newest one is.
The 720.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
The Xbox 1080p.
1080p 60. No, but then all this next gen stuff reminds me that I paid $400 for my PlayStation. And it's like, and I barely play that. Like, it's basically a Blu-ray player at this point. So it's like, yet again, I'm kind of tired of shelling out almost half $1,000.
Yeah.
For something. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
and it's $1,000 plus buying games and shit.
Oh yeah, they're definitely fun, and I'd say you get your money's worth. But it's just like at my life right now,
you don't have time for that shit.
Yeah.
There's no sense in shelling out that money for that.
I'd rather pay $500 in clothes or something.
Yeah.
I
understand.
Makes it feel lame,
something that feels like you go buy like yard supplies and new arrows for your bow. I'm being serious.
Yeah, that is though, because I was like, man.
Shut up. That's you though, James.
That's starting. It probably will. It'll
That's
end.
What you're on, bro.
Yeah. And like I was looking at cars a lot, like just Facebook Marketplace cars, because I feel like that's still where I'm gonna get my next like daily driver, because I'm at like I'm almost at 160,000 on the Cav, and I know that 180 won't be far behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then 200 won't be far behind.
In the blink of an eye, you're like, oh, okay, I'm here.
Yeah. So, kind of want to have a backup, but I also want to get I like cars, but I'm not that mechanically sound too.
Yeah.
So, I want to get a project car eventually.
That'd be
You
cool.
know what I mean? So
I got offered when I was still working at Marsh. Like, I got offered to buy this old Mercedes Benz.
like in 80s or like older than that?
Like older than that,
Like
and it
70.
still would like drive, but it just needed some work. It
Yeah.
was like for $1,000, and I had $1,000,
Really?
but I didn't do it. And
God,
I
I
think about
remember.
it all the time. Like,
My life would be so different.
yeah, like how cool it'd be to have that car. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be like 2 car insurance payments, and like if I'm not gonna drive that everywhere, so
And I have this part-time job at Marsh.
yeah, and
that
I'm
makes
17. Yeah, like why do I need this old ass Benzo?
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been cool. I'd been
It
flexing.
would have been cool, yeah.
Because it was just a neat, like, old school. You're like, well, I'm like,
It's like
I'm,
vintage.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
I'm driving down Main Street like I'm in the 50s right now.
But I remember when $1,000 was like
So much
remember
money.
That was like, I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because
'Cause
that's
I remember being like, I'm in the 1G club.
yeah. Oh my God,
Dude,
the
I have
bank account is over
I have
$1,000.
$1,000. I have 4 figures.
Yeah, I have all the money in the world. I can do whatever I want right now. That's how it was though. I mean, when you're 17 and like you're like that's the truth.
Yeah.
Like,
Work
what-
weekends.
Yeah.
Like just working weekends. Like holy balls, dude.
Holy balls! I'm rich.
I'm rich. That's
I'm-
definitely how it felt.
Yeah,
I was
chasing a bag as usual.
I'll pay for McDonald's this time,
Yeah.
guys. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Let me get dinner this time.
Everyone, it's off the dollar menu.
Yep.
Good enough.
Everyone gets a McChicken, but I'm paying.
But I'm paying. You're welcome.
Yep.
But keep it cheap.
Keep it on the low side. I'm not trying to go under $1,000.
We'll just share a large fry for all of us.
For all of us. It's a car full. Yeah, we'll have one large fry, please.
We went to Arby's and spent like $30 because we got a family pack and 2 sandwiches and 2 drinks and something else. I can't remember. But there's one time we went and Emily's older brother goes to Ultimate Frisbee
Yeah.
on like Thursdays or whatever. He plays Ultimate, so he comes down and he's like, "I'm hungry. You guys hungry?" We're like, "Yes," and we didn't want to make, so we bought. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 family packs. Like
Sheesh.
it was
Just
a
going hard.
lot of food.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find a picture of all the bags we had, but it was like, I remember being like, "This is absolutely absurd." In the most
This is an absurd amount of food for how many people there are
in the
here.
most American way. This is typical.
This is what America's built on is
Greed.
6 bags of Arby's. I don't really vibe with Arby's all too hard.
It
I like-
depends. I go through.
I'm a big curly
Phases.
fry fan. They got some good ass curly fries.
They do curly fries.
I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something about Taco Bell because I've been wanting Taco Bell like crazy, but that's
Yeah.
all I was gonna say about it is that I've been craving Taco Bell for so long now.
We went and I learned that like there's a chicken wrap up. There's something on the dollar menu that's basically half a quesadilla.
Half of a quesadilla?
Like it's the size of it's like half a chicken quesadilla,
yeah,
and it's the same thing pretty much.
just rolled up.
Yeah, I'm like, why have I been paying for a chicken quesadilla? That's like
I can get some of these. Have you ever had a cheese roll up at Taco Bell?
mm-mm.
They're $1, and it's just a tortilla with cheese in it, and they roll it up.
I
And
could have
it's-
guessed that.
It's pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's nothing like I'm not gonna get.
Mind blowing.
Yeah, I mean it's just cheese and a tortilla, but
I'm not
like
getting 100 of them.
you could grab one. Like if you just order and then you grab one, then that's your little snack on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
A little cheesy roll up. It's yummy.
Can't find it. Did you have any topics for? I mean, I know you had that thing that was pretty heavy, but do you have anything else? Do we have any questions that we had left?
There's a question from Evan. And
do you want to answer this question from Evan?
I mean it's nothing crazy. The question he asked was like, what's the number one song that you listen to, but you make sure no one hears you listening to it? So like, what song do you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
blast, but nobody knows that you're blasting it?
For a while it was probably like Gucci flip flops or whatever.
Really?
With Bad Baby.
Yeah, I like that song.
When that song came out, let me think. Like a guilty pleasure song.
Yeah,
Kind of?
yeah. That you're not playing around anybody else.
Like,
You're driving by yourself. You're like, okay, Emily's not in the car with me.
what can I play?
I'm blasting Gummo. I'm blasting WAP. I was gonna say Gummo for mine.
For you?
Yeah.
You don't want Cindy to hear
But I
that?
mean, everybody knows I listen to Gummo. I've been like,
Yeah.
I make jokes about it. I mean, I guess I make jokes about it, but I feel like nobody believes me that I really listen to it. But I really listen to
The
Gummo a
guys
lot
that
still.
promise me.
Yeah.
Promise me.
Promise
I
me.
trust you. Promise me.
I trust. Or maybe Insane Clown Posse. I really only listen to
see something
Hocus
like that.
Pocus though.
Hocus Pocus.
That's
Yeah.
like the only Insane Clown Posse song.
I'd probably say like Ghost Main,
Yeah.
like some more. Let me see. Scarlord or whoever that Scarl XRD. It's kind of like thrash rap.
Okay.
That's the playlist titled actually. So I coined that.
Okay.
But it's just like it's a lot more like
I've been
screamo.
listening to a lot of that. I've been listening to
Like Suicide Boys type stuff.
yeah. Well, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like, that's not. I'm listening to like Slipknot now and shit.
Really?
Yeah. And I just added this really good album. It's called Spell Eater by Huntress, and it's this metal album that came out in 2012, and like, it's crazy, like just hardcore
Just
metal.
heavy.
Yeah, and I'll listen to it in the gym and just be like, bah, just
Hmm.
pushing heavy weight. I'm like, I'm a mother
Dude.
freaking beast right now.
Yes.
Dude. I added a couple
I
Rico
don't know.
Nasty songs to my playlist.
I like her.
I like Rico Nasty.
She's fine. She's fine with me. I don't really think I have guilty pleasure. Like I have a playlist of that's called like quote intellectual because it's all like classical music. So I was like, oh,
Yeah. Like Bach, Beethoven.
yeah, stuff like that. And I kind of just play in the back, like in my mind, I'm like, it's just for studying. But there's sometimes where it's like I just need sound,
Yeah.
so I'll play that.
That's cool though. I mean, I feel like that's if I listen to that, because a lot of times I'll listen to music like while I'm doing like studying or some shit or like doing my homework,
Yeah.
and I'm like so distracted by the song that I'll sit there and then just like sing along to the song and not do my shit that I need to do.
Okay, I found it. I don't listen to it. It's not like something I blast when I'm alone, but I definitely only listen to it really when I'm alone, and it's my nerd music playlist, which is like Star Trek main theme, the opening titles for Modern Warfare 2, Arkham City main theme, like Godzilla main title, like movies or like video game music that I like.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I've never been into that. Like I've never
Subwoofer Lullaby from Minecraft.
I'm playing Cat 14 by Minecraft. I don't even know how it goes, but
I don't either.
It's kind of
Something like
that's
that.
in the
freaking
general area.
Skyrim theme song,
Playing
all the
like
Star Wars
Dovahkiin
music.
I keep saying by Skyrim. It's by Sir Skyrim himself.
That's probably my nerdiest or my guiltiest pleasures.
I like
listen
that
to.
though. It's cool.
Thank you.
I don't even like I said Gummo's probably mine. I really only listen to Gummo if I will not play Gummo in front of Cindy because I know she hates that shit. I'll play Gummo with Ethan because Ethan
He appreciates it.
Yeah, he'll go
Gummo too.
do a couple what headbanging? I was gonna say he'll do a couple
Yep.
headbangs to Gummo. I was almost said hair flip.
Matthew's hair was so long that he was able to like properly headbang.
That's where I'm getting, dude. My hair's getting long
It's
as
getting
hell.
long? Yeah. Got them curls though.
Oh yeah. These are the
but-
bedhead curls though, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They're a little flatter than usual. That's why I put the hat on. Got a little bedhead action. I'm
Put
gonna
the hat on now because I'm gonna put a hat on later, and I'm like just
get it over with.
get over with. Yeah, because there was I was like went shooting with my uncle, and I was like, he's like, well, like we were sighting in or zeroing in our scope for what I'm gonna take hunting.
Why we go hunting?
And he's like, well, you probably want a hat, block out the sun maybe a little bit. And I was like, okay, but I had my hair like styled and everything, so that means there's gel in it.
Yeah.
So he's like, here's a hat, and I'm like, all right. So I wore it, and then my hair's matted down. And I was like, because I'm getting ready to go get food later, and I was like, I'm just gonna run up. Like before I left, I was like, I'm just gonna run up to your shower and run my head under the water. He's like, okay. So I'm like, get all that crap out, kind of revive it a little bit.
So while you're zeroing in your rifle, I can't really put a hat on. I got gel in my hair. I have gel in my hair.
Here's how many. It's like there's all the bags of food.
Holy shit! What is that? 5?
So each bag probably has 4 sliders, 4 fries.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's some big dog
Maybe
status.
I think one bag was all fries. Either way, yeah, it was like $50.
Worth it though. What kind of sliders do you like at Arby's?
Like the chicken and the buffalo chicken.
With just the chicken strip on it?
Yeah.
Dude, those are so fire.
I kind of am upset that sometimes I'm upset I pay that much money. It's literally like bread and chicken.
Yeah.
A chicken tender.
Yeah.
I'm like, I paid how much for this?
Just put a chicken tender on a little mini bun, and that's pretty much it.
I can make this at home.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Subway. Like I used to like Subway a lot. Then I was like, I feel like I don't have all these ingredients at my house, but I feel like if I wanted to, I could make a ham sandwich that I like just as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Subway has that taste,
There is some.
It's like it's like it's Subway.
Yeah.
If you make it at home, you're like, I can tell this is.
I can tell this is homemade.
I can tell this is homemade and
processed barley or something.
Yeah, doesn't have Subway parabens.
But Jimmy John's. I like Jimmy John's a lot better than Subway.
Really, I don't like Jimmy John's at all.
What?
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
Someone's here.
Is someone here?
I don't know. It sounds like someone's here.
No, I think it's my damn cats making a ruckus.
Your cats are causing a scene.
They're freaking out because the door's closed.
Oh.
And they're very needy.
Normally we have a door open policy. The cats are free to go as they.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're quarantined.
Yeah, right now they're free. They're like, I've never seen
cabin fever.
I've never seen a closed door before. Ah.
Do you ever think about that? I think about that all the time. I should have told you what I'm thinking about before I ask you if you're thinking about that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Do cats, what do they think you are? Because they know you're not a cat, right?
Yeah. They just think you're someone that gives them food, I think.
You're just like a really big food machine.
Yeah.
Food creature.
That gives them pets sometimes.
Yeah, no. That's what I think about. It's like, why? Like, you ever seen, the tigers hanging out with, monkeys or whatever? Like, the chimps, they have, a baby tiger.
Really?
With them. You ever seen those pictures of,
no.
cute animals? And it's like a baby. It's like, oh, look, there's a baby tiger and a baby chimpanzee. They're, next to each other. You never seen that? Wow.
No.
Well, I've seen it, and I'm like, dude, that's so messed up.
Dude, that's so ate up.
It's so gone. Because it's like, all right, when they're, little tiny things, it's like, okay, they're not really there to kill each other.
Yeah,
but it's like
they don't really know what's going on yet.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, they're innocent. They can kind of hide behind their their age.
Yeah.
But when it's like some big fucking Harambe looking ass thing that's just picking up a tiger by the tail and then moving it, it's like, that's not right. And those things kill cubs all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I was a while ago, I don't know when we were talking about when I was on my Nature is Metal thing, I was talking about all these things I'm learning about that have existed probably for thousands of years, but because we're so far removed from it, you know what I mean?
It's just it's new
so
information
foreign.
pretty much.
Yeah. Then I'm like, yeah, there's monkeys that'll take they'll take a lion cub or something. We'll just kill it.
Just out of nowhere. I mean, because they probably know it's gonna grow up to be a little
exactly. It's gonna be something that kind of kill them.
Yeah, that's gonna come hunt them if they don't kill it now. I mean, you got to protect yourself in the future.
Yeah, there's a lot. I was talking with Brandon, the good boy Brandon.
Yeah.
About wolves and just how much bigger they actually are than what we think.
Yeah.
Because we think of I at least think of them more like coyotes, how they're just kind of smaller dogs, but it's no, dude, wolves are their heads are the size of
They're massive.
They're like a chest, like a human's chest,
Yeah.
like a torso or something.
When I think of a wolf, I kind of think of like a Siberian husky size, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and
You're
then
like,
it's
I
like,
can handle it.
oh yeah, I
Liam
could.
Neeson,
Yeah.
fighting them off.
They're a little quick, but I think I could, I could do something with that. You know, I might have a chance.
Yeah.
But you have like a pack of 10 giant ass beasts.
Oh yeah.
Like wolves of all
Just
things.
foaming at the mouth to get a
Dude,
bite of you.
Wolves are like the most vicious, like the scare. I think if I was like in a situation of, would I be more scared of like a gorilla or like a pack of wolves? Wolves, easy.
Wolves.
Those guys are. I mean,
Yeah.
the gorilla's gonna
The
destroy you, but like
yeah.
the wolves, I feel like it's gonna
Either
be, like,
way.
the gorilla might just bonk you once and you're done, but
Bonk. It makes
Yeah.
that clonk sound.
clonk,
Yeah.
oh, and then you're done. But like the wolf brand, they're just gonna.
They're gonna tear at
They're
you.
gonna tear at you.
There's some animal. I can't remember if it's a hyena or what, but they eat like they go for like the anus and testicles of the animal.
First.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I want to know why.
They know. They're like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna eat a ball.
Gonna eat a nut
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
crunch on a nut real quick. It's like gritty. I don't even know why I said that.
What's they're like there's a name for them, but it's like fried buffalo testicles or something.
Is there a special name for it, or is it just
It's a weird.
just fried testes?
No.
I know people eat bull testicles.
Yeah, there's a name for that. There's like, because they don't want to just say, here's bull testicles.
Put it on the menu.
Yeah.
in
I was going to look up.
The
bull.
number 10 is bull testicles.
Can I get the number 10? You're like, you know what that is, right?
Bull testicles. I'm absolutely well aware.
Bull testicles food name. Yes. Rocky Mountain oysters. See, I knew it was something completely misleading.
Yeah. That's perfect.
They're like, look, dude, you want some Rocky Mountain oysters?
They
You're like,
kind of played it up nice, so I might take a bite.
dude, you're like, sure. They're like, what is it? And like, they like wait for you to take a bite. You're like, bull testicles.
It's like it's an oyster.
Yeah, it's a Rocky Mountain oyster. You're like, what? The mountains don't have the ocean.
Mountains don't have the ocean. Are you kidding me? It's actually bull testicles, sir. You're eating like half the plate.
It's like, that's not even fucking close, man.
Way to sugarcoat it, asshole. Like, come on, man. Give me a break here.
Could you guys be a little bit more straightforward with the name?
Call it what it
I
actually
knew it.
is, bro. Call it
For
Rocky
real.
Mountain bull testicles, man.
Dude, this is some, what's the other, Smoky Mountain fish. You're like, okay, I'll try that. It's like,
What is this?
dude, bear nuts.
Oh, it's because they eat fish, man.
That's the connection.
Yeah,
dude.
we got it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, where does the oyster come from? Is
Yeah.
that how it's prepared? We prepare them like oysters. We crack them open, and there's a pearl inside.
Oh,
That's their
God.
kidney stone.
That's the delicacy inside. Make earrings out of it.
There's no bull testicle jewelry. You can't tell me this is an oyster.
This is the fine Rocky Mountain pearl. We call this the Rocky Mountain bull pearl.
Yeah, for real. Whatever makes you feel better about eating bull nuts, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
That's probably some guy who's like ashamed. They're like,
They're like, what are you eating over there? He's like, Rocky Mountain oysters. Like, it's rare. It's
like,
these rare
okay,
oysters
cool.
I found in the streams of the
and
Rocky
then,
Mountains.
yeah, that
I'm
one,
like, oh.
that one timid guy just stuck on.
And then it's stuck. They're like, oh shit. And he didn't tell him what it was. He's
You're
like,
right.
Just years later, he's like, actually, guys. They're like, where do you get all these
Yeah,
oysters
for real.
from?
They're like,
Why do you always have
where do
these
you
oysters?
find these? How do you harvest these?
Yeah. It's like, I want to get some of myself. They're like, well,
We have to go hunting for a bull.
family
or for
secret.
a deer.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay. And they're like, so they go along with them, and like they get one. He's like, all right, you ready? And
Are you ready?
He snips them.
And then just
like,
eats it right there.
Like, what the
They're better fresh.
God damn.
God damn, there's nothing like an oyster. Nothing like a Rocky
You know,
Mountain
some
oyster.
dude that's like some Rocky Mountain aborigine. It's just like,
Yeah.
and I'm ready.
You gotta eat the testicles.
No offense to people that live in the Rocky Mountains, but
Yeah. I don't know if you talk like that, but that's how we picture you. You gotta eat the testicles, brother.
let's go first.
Yeah, eat the testicles first.
They're good for your heart.
Yeah,
Put
they-
hair on your chest. That's the thing that you say if it's nasty.
Yeah. Automatically, if it's nasty, now put hair in your
If
chest.
shit's nasty, but you want people to eat it, or you
Yeah.
want some younger person to eat it.
Yeah.
Some kid to put hair in your chest.
Might make you vomit, but that'll put some damn hair on your chest, boy.
Eat the cigarette whole. And put some hair on your chest. Like, this isn't healthy.
Eat this Marlboro Light, brother. It'll put some hair on your chest. Eat
Not
this
a real
rabbit
man if
feces.
you don't
I
chew
found
your
out back.
cigarettes. But first. Something like that, yeah.
Eat this chicken beak I got.
Drink this paint thinner. And like,
Yeah.
it's probably vodka. Like, no, it's actual paint thinner. Puts hairs on your chest.
Put hairs on your chest, boy.
Put chairs on your
Put
chest.
chairs on your chest. That's why they talk like that, because they've been drinking paint thinner. That put chairs on your chest.
Put chairs on your chest.
You put chairs on your chest.
There's just so much, like, the chemicals. It's like a boiling egg. Or
Eat
like
these lead paint
a fried
chips.
egg. That's how their brain looks. Just
Yeah.
like, just bubbling on the...
Yeah. Just kind of browned and
Did you ever watch
flying.
that video of the incest family?
No, I
Dude,
should have.
quit being scared.
I was scared of it. That's exactly what happened.
It is terrifying, but
So-
that's what we're talking about right now.
I didn't want to have nightmares.
Yeah.
Those are the Rocky Mountain folk that are eating
Those
oysters.
are Rocky Mountain oyster people.
Rocky Mountain oyster harvesters. I think that's where we get them all.
Rocky Mountain oyster farmers.
What if they just tranquilize the bull and then cut
Just
him
cut
off,
'em off?
and let him roam free? That'd be kind of shitty.
That would be shitty.
I'd be
But like
pissed.
only one. You can't take
Take
them
one.
both, so
Okay,
they
yeah.
can keep.
So they can keep reproducing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
I like that. I don't know. I'd be so
I
mad
like that
if
idea. I like to think that's what
if
they
I was
do.
like a bull, man, just kind of grazing in the field, and you're just asleep.
fuck, did you just get shot?
You wake up with no nuts.
It's like the Charlie video. They took my freaking kidney or whatever.
Yeah. Just wake up with no nuts. You said, "What do I do
Dude.
now?"
I feel like that should be a sketch or something. You're just like grazing. You're like, what's that? Bam! You're just like on the floor. You're like,
It just cuts to black.
yeah, it just cuts, and you're like, you wake up.
Goddamn, my nuts hurt.
That's how deer talk and sound.
Yeah.
My
God,
damn nuts.
my damn nuts hurt.
Come here. So say, come here, doe, but I'm like, it'd be funny if he's like, come here, bitch.
Come here, bitch. Investigate these nuts real quick.
These deer are like really like assholes. They're just belligerent. God damn.
Goddamn, bitch.
Give me some Bud Light.
Give me a Corona.
I'm gonna crack a cold one in this river.
Give me a Coors. My nuts hurt. Give me a Coors. Won't you come check out these nuts right now? Check out these bull nuts, bitch.
That's the funniest shit ever.
So, yeah, they deserve to have their nuts snipped off.
Good, I can't wait to hunt the fuck out of them.
You fucking assholes, bro.
I'm coming for you all.
Yeah. There's just a clan of like bull feminists that are like standing up to the female bulls that are being mistreated by the bad
Bull
boys.
rights, doe rights now.
Toe right.
Doe rights.
Take the nuts.
Stop. Wait. Take them.
Stop. Wait. Just take them. Just take them. I was gonna try to do like one of the shit that rhymes, but I can't even think of anything.
Oh, like it's a
Yeah.
chant.
Take the nuts. Save the bucks. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that could work.
I like it. We could make some signs.
We could
We
get
could stand in
on.
front of the courthouse.
Like, who are these whack high off bath salts?
Yeah, for real.
protesting for doe rights.
Just go give them a drug test real quick. See what kind of bathtub.
Remember when bath salts like came out?
Yeah,
and
and
you
everyone was
tried 'em?
scared because like people were eating other people. And you said we tried them. Yeah, dude, I remember that. We were like one of the first
We were
ones.
one of the first people to eat people.
Yeah, we were really on that shit. Nobody caught us, but
I remember that. That was like whole.
just kind of gnawing on people.
I was like, what? And of course, happened in
nuts.
Florida.
Oh, duh, it happened in Florida.
Florida should just separate from.
I know. People are pretty scared. They're like, holy shit, it's a zombie. They're like, first case of a zombie.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I have that zombie survival guide,
Yeah.
and I remember
You go jump into it.
I wrote something about that. I kid
Really?
you not. Yeah, it was like 2007 or
Yeah.
something. I was like, April 17th, a man in Florida. I have an actual handwritten log of like, and they're like, what steps have been taken? My gear has been secured.
I have a water bottle and a can of corn.
And that's it.
That's all I got.
I'm 12
Yeah,
or
I'm cool
whatever.
right now.
I'm 9 years old.
This will last me the rest of my life. Take a sip a
If I
day.
eat a kernel a day.
If I eat half a kernel a day, and just press the water up to my tongue, I'll be okay. Take one little how cats and dogs do, they dip their tongue in. Yeah, just dip the tongue in. Eat a half a kernel. That's sustainable.
Could last years.
I know Ethan was pretty scared. Ethan was scared of zombies for a long time. Like the idea of them, he wouldn't play Black Ops or Call of Duty Zombies or anything. And
it was too real.
Yeah, or watch The Walking Dead or something like that. Anything zombie related, it would freak him out.
Yeah.
So when that happened, he was really young. When that happened, he was just up for nights.
He's like
staring out
his worst nightmares coming true.
Staring out the window. So it was a walker,
Did you? I think about
Nazi
that driving through
by.
the country roads. What if you hit someone? You're like, oh no! It's this scene. You're like, oh shit! I just hit someone. Oh my god, are you okay? And it's this thing that's half eaten. Who do you call?
Who do you call me? I call my mom.
Triple A.
Listen.
Hey, Progressive.
Yeah, sorry.
I just hit a zombie.
Call State Farm.
Jacob.
Jacob. I think I've hit a man, and he's still alive.
I've hit something.
I don't know.
It might have died. It might have been dead before, so maybe there's some liability that we can just get waived.
No lawsuit.
My premium won't go up.
Get the investigation started.
Yeah.
I cannot afford my insurance to go up. You get zombie next year.
He's dead before I hit him.
I swear, dude. I pinky promise. This guy was dead before I hit him. That's so funny though. I imagine you can't be the only kid that saw that and then ran your zombie survival book, just sweating. You're like, okay, what do I do? Step 1, secure the windows.
Door has been locked.
Dad, I need you to go to Home Depot.
I need a gun.
Dad, I need an AR-15.
100 rounds of ammo, 2 packages of MREs, and a gallon of water. ASAP.
No questions.
Yes. Put it on the card.
Well, we'll put that on your Christmas list, buddy. There's no time for that.
Well, your birthday's coming up. There's no time.
It's happening now.
The world's ending. We'll be dead.
It's a zombie in Florida.
That's the funniest shit, too.
You're oh, thank God he was just on bath salts.
Yeah.
Thank God he took a couple scoops of bath salts. It's he thought it was pre-workout, Oh, shit, sorry.
I thought he was getting some C4.
Yeah. So I thought it was my whey protein. It's nope. Just eating people now. What's that gotta be like, though?
To eat people?
I don't even know what happened to the person that was eating on the people, but do you kind of wake up and you're they're like, sir or ma'am, you just ate someone. You're like, what the fuck? You're like,
I thought you were talking about the person that's been eaten on.
No. I mean, sure, them too.
They're like, sir or ma'am, you've been eaten.
You've just been eaten. You're like, huh? What?
Yeah, we had a skin graft from your back to repair your face.
Your cheeks
look like just a straight piece of skin. There's no give to them. They look.
Cheeks look kind of effed up. Not gonna lie to you, cuz.
You look like a really a stretched piece of leather. Your face does, and it's because some man or woman took a drug and ate your face.
Not gonna lie, fam. You kind of look like Leatherface right now. So.
I'm gonna give it to you straight. You look like Michael Myers.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You kind of look like Jason Voorhees without the mask. Not gonna lie, you kind of look like Freddy Krueger.
Before you look like Freddy Krueger,
yeah.
So really.
We kind of did you some justice.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for
paying. You should get eaten more often. Yeah.
You ever thought about Botox? Well, don't anymore.
Yeah.
Your face is so tight.
Throw that shit away. He's gonna pop your cheek right out.
And here's a $10,000 bill for the surgery.
Yeah.
And the guy that ate your face won't be going to jail.
He'll be walking free. He
also received full medical attention and he's recovered.
He's fine.
He's
all right.
Yeah.
He did have a little bit of a stomach ache due to all the skin and blood.
Ooh,
but,
yeah.
He's
Would
cool.
they take that out? Or are they just all right, dude, I guess why would they take it out?
Yeah, just pump his stomach. They're get this human out of him. Get this human out of him now.
We have to save the human. That'd be so weird. What would that be like?
Dude, I could not imagine. What do you think he's like now? People are still probably walking up to be
he gives up TED Talks.
Yeah.
I'm the bath salts human eater.
Yeah, I'm the guy who ate the guy.
Loosely, I might have bit someone's face off.
Dances around it. He's like, I might have, maybe.
I've done drugs before, okay? They're like,
no, this is a judgment-free zone. So I've done drugs before, and trust me.
He's like at some AA meeting. They're like, we don't judge here. Tell us your truth. He's like, I've eaten human flesh. And they're like, get the fuck out.
So, hi, I'm John.
Hi, John.
I ate somebody's face on bath salts.
Is that too real to open with? Like,
yeah. Just you have to jump right into it because if you don't, it's like makes it worse.
They're gonna find out.
You're trying to like hint at it. You're like, this one time I
bit a friend.
I took a nibble, like I bit someone and ate half their face. It's like, sorry.
Okay, next person. Here, take the talking stick.
Go on, yeah. Somebody take the talking stick away from me. Yeah, I've said too much.
Imagine that person. I like that we think that this guy's like, or girl's like normalized after it, and not their brain's completely
that's what
fried.
I was trying to get at. It's like you can't be normal after that, because I feel like if you're walking down the street or like even at like you go to like a family reunion, and be like, everybody's gonna stand away. Like shit, he might eat my finger or something.
Might eat my finger. Is there salt in this? Iodinized salt? I don't care. He's not having any salt.
Anybody bring bath salts?
BYOBS.
Bring your own bath salts. This is a BYOBS party.
Face eating might happen.
Caution.
Caution. Your face might be eaten.
Caution. You might be eaten.
You might be chewed on.
You might. You might be chewed on.
That sounds like some quirky thing at like a restaurant.
Sounds like a quirky meme from like iFunny forever ago.
A zombie, and it's like caution.
Yeah.
Danger or something.
Danger might be chewed on.
Might be chewed on.
XD.
Yeah, or like some like cartoon, like a shirt, like a Hot Topic shirt with like a cartoon
zombie on it.
Like chewing on.
Some like Plants vs Zombies looking cartoon ass zombie. Caution, maybe nibbled.
Maybe chewed on.
Maybe bitten.
Hee hee.
Buy that at Walmart.
Could you imagine being like, if this guy or girl was normal afterwards? They're like, how do you have a relationship? They're like, tell me, I want to know everything about you.
I want to know your deepest, darkest secrets.
I've ate someone.
I've eaten.
You're like, I no longer want to know your I wish I could unknow that.
Yeah.
So we're breaking up.
This is a nice date. I mean, I'm going to get out of here, actually. I got a little...
That's when they drop it on. They're like eating steak. I'm like, reminds me of that person I ate. Like, what?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Sorry. No.
Sorry. Slip. Freudian slip.
Yeah, slip. I meant, remind me of that
deer
right. I was eating on that I hunted
those
and
bull
killed.
Testicles I was eating.
Have you ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
Oysters? That's the same person who named them Rocky Mountain oysters. Because he can't tell the truth. He's like, these remind me of those oysters I ate.
Very timid. Really? So they're from the Rocky Mountains.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountains doesn't have oceans.
You're right. Well, they got there somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. Just don't ask about it, but they're really good.
Yeah, it's called erosion.
You have to try them sometime.
That's how geography works.
They're a little salty. You say the erosion?
Erosion.
They're there because of erosion?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They were at the top of the mountain, and then they eroded down. Yeah. So now they're in the riverbed or something.
The Rocky Mountains are full of oysters. And bowls.
Ripe for the plucking.
Ooh. I love a good oyster pluck.
Oh, man. That was good.
What's up? Do we want to talk about this rant that I want to go on? Or what?
I don't know how to bring it up after people eating other people.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oysters.
Yeah.
But enough time's passed in the cast now that we can
kind of free ball it.
Mm-hmm.
We had free balling it the whole time.
We were free balling the whole time.
So you've heard about the Kenosha shootings, right? That just happened
in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just bugs me really bad. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing this stupid ass shit. Of this 17-year-old just walking the streets with an AR rifle, an assault rifle.
That's how AR stands for. So you're good.
Okay. As you know, I don't know anything about guns.
AR stands for Armalite. It's the company that first made it.
Oh.
So
thanks, James.
You're still good to say AR rifle.
Okay, thanks. It's just, I got a lot of friends and I got a lot of white Christian Facebook friends that are really backing this guy up that shot 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of it's just kind of disgusting to see like to me it's like you can have an opinion on it, but like they're all just completely like for this guy and calling the people that died shitheads or stupid idiot libtards. Like this kid got shot in the face, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like he saw, like there's a guy with an assault rifle. He had a skateboard, and he's trying to like disarm this 17-year-old kid with an assault rifle with a skateboard, and gets shot in the face for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like I have a couple of friends like that were saying like if you mess with this guy, you deserve a little brass, and I'm like that makes me fucking like sick to my stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just that's the mindset that we're in right now, and like in the world is that. You like there's a race war going on because innocent black people are being killed for no reason, but this 17-year-old white kid can walk in the middle of the street with with an AR and shoot 3 people and nothing's going on, and all they're doing is praising this guy because earlier in the day they saw him trying to remove some graffiti, and that makes him a saint that he killed 3 people that were trying to disarm him. And people are saying like, oh, he was I haven't read up completely on it, but like these people, they're like, oh, he was defending his business. But in my head, since I haven't really read, I'm like, what 17-year-old kid has a business like this in downtown that he's trying to protect? Yeah. He was there to fucking kill people. Like he was there to like either not necessarily kill people, but he was there to cause problems. He was there to like intensify the situation. Yeah. Because this idiot, like, I had these friends coming at me like, "What would you do in this situation?" And I don't fuck with guns at all. Like I get nervous around guns. They freak me out just because like the whole like death thing scares me, and like gore scares me. So it's like you never know what can happen with a gun around. They're like, well, if you know what you're doing, then nothing's gonna happen. So you never know. Sure, it's rare, but you never know what's gonna happen. So guns freak me out to begin with. But like, it's what like they're like, what would you do in this situation? I'm like, first of all, okay, yes, I would in a different situation, I would see myself protecting myself. But like in this situation, it's not even the same thing. To me, it's not even the same thing. Like this guy's walking around with an AR, and like sure somebody was shooting at him with a pistol. And that's not right either. I don't agree with anything going on here, but like you can't like just absolutely shit on these people that just have been murdered in cold blood, like because this guy was being attacked. Like, yeah, he's defending himself, but why is he out there in the first place with the assault rifle? That's my biggest thing is like, they're like, what would you do in that situation? I was like, first of all, I wouldn't be out there with an automatic rifle. Like, I would not be out there with an assault rifle. Like, why am I out there? Like, what's he doing out there other than trying to intensify and trying to scare other people? Like, what good is that doing? You're not protecting shit. Yeah. You're not protecting anything. You're making it worse. Like, and I want to go on this big rant because I've been thinking, like, I just can't, like, I'm so just tired of this shit, you know? Like, what are we doing here? Yeah. Like,
yeah, so
that's my biggest thing is what are we doing here?
Right. So I would say first, I feel like guns are scary because of not how they're portrayed, but like, I'm not even like bullshit. It's like, it's what they're used for. Like they're a weapon. Yeah. Yeah. So it's also, I think they're scary to a lot of people because like I understand your perspective and theirs because they probably grew up with it. They were probably taught and they're like, it's not like if you know how to safely use it, it's like any other tool. You can hurt yourself using a chainsaw. You can hurt yourself using a knife. So it's like they need to not be so dismissive of you or someone who doesn't have as much like context with that tool.
Because like me, I don't like guns, so I'm automatically this libtard like idiot kid that doesn't
which is the complete
this
opposite
snowflake little soft boy.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating. On my to get on my political soapbox, to be someone who cares more about like an individual than a group, as like, and I kind of think that's generally portrayed as more of a liberal. So like liberal in the political sense, meaning more like government detachment, like not involved with the government, like left would be like socialism or a program where the government is like regulating everything, and then like the right would be like where there's no government involved. I feel like the individual being the forefront of what I care about is like more center left actually, or center right. Like it's more towards the center than left or right. Like I don't even know like what would be the opposite of like a redneck or a libtard. I don't even know like what's the insult for that? Like
what?
Someone like like people on the right will say libtard. What's the insult from the left on the right?
Just calling them racist or something.
Probably something like that. So anyway, so what I'm trying to get at is like the thing I think is most important and like what politically needs to happen is people need to care more about individuals. So what's frustrating is when I'm someone who would probably, to be honest, politically more agree with the person calling you a libtard, agree with them and what they would do. Like if they were voting on a ballot, I'd probably agree with them more than maybe what you would say.
Okay.
It still frustrates me that they're doing the same thing that like I don't like. Like they're casting you into a group. They're calling you a libtard based on the fact that you don't own a gun. That's so stupid. That's the same thing as calling you. That's the same logic as calling you racist for, you know, whatever it is, for voting for Donald Trump or something. It's like you're casting this one person in this big lot, and it's not true.
It's just dividing them into two massive groups.
Exactly. So,
which is not the case.
Not the case at all. So first I wanted to say that I understand your perspective about the gun thing. And I do think once you learn more about them and the more you are around them, the more comfortable you get around them.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not. I'm not.
No, I wasn't
taking
saying
that out of the
you
picture.
were. I was just trying to say they were still wrong to just cast you into this lot of you must want to ban all guns because you don't like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stuff like that. And then the second thing too is I would agree that showing up to a highly volatile situation with a weapon, I think it's I can't remember what principle it is. I feel like it's the Matthew principle. There's some like principle or law that's like the worst if you buy a gun, you're going to use it.
Right.
Like there's something about like the worst, if you prepare for the worst situation, or the worst situation is the one that will most likely occur, something like that.
Okay.
There's something like that. And I feel like I would probably, if I was in that area, I would probably have a weapon to defend myself, but I don't know how much defending yourself is different than antagonizing someone into using it. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what you're saying. Like you show up to the situation where there's civil unrest. There's a lot of, I don't want to say violence because it's not necessarily violence, that they're just like protesting or even like rioting. I don't even know I haven't read up a whole lot on this, to be honest. So this is kind of just like at face value for what I'm hearing.
That's kind of where I'm coming out too. I mean, I've done a little bit of like, I don't know. It's tough to talk about when like I don't put in the time to really look at it, but like I'm looking at it enough, and I to form my own opinion and to see like I'm seeing enough like information to speak on it, but like not the deep information about it.
Yeah, because I don't want to be like he was justified in using it because I don't know. But for me, it's like okay, that's like I don't know. Show up with something prepared to defend yourself, not looking to defend yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are you looking to cause problems, and then you can kind of hide behind, oh well, he was using it in self-defense, because it's like, okay. I'm not sure how much that would give you. If I kept pushing you and shoving you, and then you were like, I'm going to punch you or whatever, and then I punched you, then it's like, okay, well, it's not as if you just, came up and whacked me.
Yeah.
I caused you to do that.
There was a scuffle there.
Yeah. Like, I antagonized you into using force of some sort. So that's what I would want to know. And I don't like how everyone just immediately draws sides on it. Like that's what's frustrating too. It's like, even I don't know enough about this, but I feel like more people need to be like, let's see what the facts are, kind of.
Yeah. There's none of that, because it's automatically like,
he was using a gun and for self-defense. I'm on his side.
I love guns.
Yes.
Yeah. So
he was right.
Yeah. He's a hero.
They deserved it. And like shit, like they need some brass in them. Come on, man. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It fucking blows my mind. Like I'm gonna see if I can pull up the article, because the article on it, like not the article. I mean, there was a Facebook post on it, that just were degrading these people. Like like I said, calling them shitheads, like in the Facebook post.
Yeah.
It's just talking shit about these people that died, man. Like, and if they were bad people, if I don't think they're bad. I don't.
Well,
believe
that's what I was
they're
gonna
bad
say.
people.
Even if they done wrong things, I don't think anyone like deserves to die like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like if your life's being threatened, then I guess I believe you have a right to defend it, but it's not. I'm not going to advocate for people to go out to use gun violence. Like, you know what I mean? To just act like go out, look for reasons to use it. Like,
right.
That's why it's self-defense, not self-offense or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I can't find it. I mean, it's just basically like...
It's still gross, I would say. It's groupthink on both sides. That's what's annoying. Is like people on the right will be like, well, he's just fine using it. He's using a gun. God bless America. Thank God we live in a country where he's able to do that. And it's like, okay, I agree with some of that. And then people on the left are like, he's disgusting. You shouldn't be able to have it. He was,
I'm not saying he shouldn't be able to have the gun.
No, but I'm just saying that's how divided it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I understand.
But it's like, I agree with some of what the people on the right would say. I agree with some of the people on the left would say. So it's like, I'm supposed to join this team, basically. That's what it seems like. Two teams.
You can't be in the middle.
You can't be in the middle. You have to pick a side. And both sides are wrong.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Both sides are wrong.
Yeah. I think that's what I like. Like, you and I understand that you and I are both not left or right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're in the middle.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm quicker to be right than you are.
Yeah.
Like, politically right. And
that's fine.
Admit it. But I think we do a good job of talking about it in a way that we're
both on the same ground.
Yeah.
It's not like one of us is like, okay, Cameron, you're wrong. Okay, James, you're wrong.
Well, that's not how I don't know.
That's not how you discuss about it.
Yeah.
That's not how you talk about it.
Exactly.
It's
which is why
nobody knows how to do that.
Social media is the worst way to talk about shit.
Yeah,
in general.
Like earlier this morning, I was like, I think I'm gonna delete everything. I am so sick and tired of seeing this shit, and I'm so sick and tired of my Facebook feed just filled with. There was one like, we have to wear wearing masks is the same as abortion. Like, we should have the choice. Like, we don't have the choice to wear a mask, but you have the choice to kill your babies. Like, that's so fucking disgusting to me. Like, how is wearing this cloth, like, on your face to protect everyone else?
Right.
To protect others. Even in the same ballpark as pro-choice.
Yeah.
It just makes my blood boil and my brain scramble. Like, I'll see that shit and I go... Like, my eyes cross. I get so, like, red. And I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it just, it doesn't, like, it's not like I'm mad that people aren't on, like, the same, like, they don't have the same opinions as me. But it's, like, in my head, I'm like, why is it so hard for people to just get it? You know? Because, like, I feel like I have, like, a decent understanding and, like, I just kind of get it. Like, from where I'm coming from, it just makes the most sense to be, like, this is how we fix what's going on, and it doesn't have to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to affect anybody. Like, the way to go about it that, like, I think we should go about it is not, like, I don't want to take everyone's guns. I don't want to, like, give you the $1,000 fine for not wearing a mask. It just is, like, just do this shit.
Yeah.
And we'll be better.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I know it sounds
way easier. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with like. So two things is like the social media thing is just dumb because everyone pretty much follows people that they like or that they agree with, or people that they know and don't agree with. Like, there's some people I'm sure there's people on Instagram that I follow and they'll post stuff on stories that I don't agree with, but I don't get in their comments and tell them you're wrong. Like, that's an opinion they have. They're allowed to have it, dude.
Yeah.
So they can have it. So I let them have their opinion. So what happens is people just join, or people start just posting stuff, and the same group sees it, and it just gets, like, not worse because it doesn't do anything, but it's like they don't ever hear a perspective from the other side. But then you have people who are like, no, I need to balance this out. So, like, they'll intentionally get, like, they'll friend black people or get... Though having black friends isn't a problem.
No.
But I think when you're looking for people who are black to be your friend because they're black, then it's like, okay,
it's like, hey, you're not really in it for the right reasons.
Exactly.
And that's kind of my problem too. Is like, I wasn't mad about the riots.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. I was like, this is how we get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people need to be heard. But then it's people in it, just they're not in it for the right reasons, man. They're there just because they're like, man, I'm gonna destroy some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and it's really it's tricky. And then the second thing, no, I forgot what the second thing was.
Yeah.
Shit,
it's gone.
it's gone. But oh, it's like people aren't willing to have the conversation. That's what's tricky too.
That's the hardest part is,
and that's probably what I would say do the best at for all our differences. I think we still converse like we were just talking about, but it's like, so people want to say abolish the police, and it's like, okay, I'm not on board with that, but I am on board with like lowering the police union restriction, like qualified immunity. I think that should be gone. There could be a registry so that people who get fired from police departments can't just hop around to other police departments. Like, there should
move
be
counties and
stuff like that. Like, there's things that are feasible that we could do.
Absolutely.
But their problem is that some people are like, no, you're not on our side. Abolish the police. Like, say abolish the police, and you're like, but I don't want to abolish the police. I just want to make these changes. And they're like, well, then you're an enemy. So it's like people on both sides need to be willing to have the conversation.
Yeah. And I know I had kind of some, like, when it all started, I had some, like, radical views on it and everything. But after time and more information, I've calmed down, because a lot of, like, the way I act is, like, highly emotion. Yeah. And it's
an emotional.
It's an emotional subject. It's an emotional time. Like, the world isn't, not the world,
right?
The U.S.
Yeah.
Because I keep, like, want to think, like, oh, we need to fix the world, but it's the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. is in shambles right now.
Mm.
Like, nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
It's like this is like a movie,
is really the weirdest
bro. Like,
year.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like, weird. And it scares me every day. I'm like, why? Like, what's it gonna be like? And I just lost my train of thought. I have no idea where I was going with that.
It's same, dude. So
it's just
it's really weird, and some of it is annoying. Not to be like an anti-media guy, but I just wish people would, like, I wish there was a way to take in information and then just leave it at that, and not people hear it and then they're like, they funnel it into, like, there's a divider of, like, which category it goes into or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like they hear that and they're like, oh, okay, this guy, I like him. He was using his gun for self-defense. He's a good guy. He's a good American. And there's other people who are like, that he's evil. He shouldn't have been doing that or whatever. And it's like, and maybe you're both wrong. And
most of the time I think they're all wrong. Yeah. Like, and I understand, I get the viewpoint of him protecting himself, but I also get the viewpoint from the people that were trying to take him down, or like neutralize him. It's
like, yeah, dude, he's a threat to them.
Yeah. Exactly. And like,
and I think because there's a Second Amendment protest or whatever in Virginia or something, and there was thousands of people with guns, like, openly carrying them, and there was no violence. And it's like, okay, to me that makes it more appropriate that you would show up with you know what I mean, like with a rifle or something if you're there for the protest about that. But this guy showing up with this here, it's like, dude, no one else are like, okay, because everyone else around them has the same thing, kind of. Like, this guy shows up at this, like, whatever protest. He's the only one with an AR. So it's like, okay, dude, you're
the odd man out.
Yeah,
and you're the threat. Absolutely.
You could be you very easily could be a threat.
You're not in the right space for that.
So if he's at the Second Amendment, everyone there's packing heat. If this guy tries something, he's out like a light.
Exactly.
So this guy, that's what I mean by, is he there? Did he antagonize them in any way? Is he, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because it's not as if they had something to fire back with. Like, if they want to live, and they're, like, from their perspective, if they want to live, they're going to have to attack you to take away the gun.
Yeah.
So it's like, That's what I want to know.
You're putting fear into these people's eyes, and fear makes people do crazy shit.
Yeah, they do.
And like,
it's like fight or flight.
Yeah, exactly. Fight or shoot people. I guess. I mean, shoot people or flight.
Yeah.
Nobody's flighting. Nobody's flying away.
Yeah.
Like, they're people in that mindset. I think they're like, I'm here, and I think they get excited to have the gun and excited to be like, oh, what if I use it? What if I get to shoot somebody and then call it self-defense and walk a free man and get praised like a hero? Like, it makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah, I was just listening to Joe Rogan and Dakota Meyer, who was I can't remember I think he was a SEAL, but he's talking about how much he loved to fight. Like, maybe he's a Marine then. I don't remember, but he's talking about how much he loved to fight. Like,
yeah,
just like in war, like he loved to fight because he'd always have helicopters or airplanes nearby. So like if things got out of hand, he could just
get up out of there,
call in the boys, and they'd come get him. But he's talking about when he had an actual fight, like he was like in deep shit.
Yeah,
and it was him and another guy, and he was talking about how it was just like, you think you love to fight, and then it's like you actually, you really get this false sense of like, yeah, and I think that's what you're getting at, is these people come in with guns, and you're like, all right, if I have to use this, I'm ready to use it. It's like you really don't think about the cost and the weight that you have in like taking another man's life too, or woman's.
Three people's life.
Yeah.
I think he killed 3 people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like taking a life in general, it's like, that is not something to be taken lightly. And I don't think I'm not saying he did, but I'm just saying showing up with the mindset of, I'm ready to kill people.
You don't think about what happens
completely the wrong mentality for someone to have a gun and to be like,
oh, yeah.
It's different being like, if I need to do this to protect my kids and wife, I would. Versus like, I'm ready to kill someone.
Right.
It's like, okay, dude, maybe not have a gun then.
Yeah. So maybe we should take that one away from you. I don't know.
Yeah. How about we put it in a safe and you don't know.
I think what really just got me going was just
how stupid people are on the internet.
Yeah, and like I saw,
just the reaction.
Like there was a comment someone posted, and I know the man, and it was like, they were in. Oh, it was like a different spot. It was like it was a different thing, but it was like, oh, they were in a no gun area. Imagine he's like, I want them to try to come to Indiana, or. It was something like about being like a gun-free zone, and that there was a part. I don't remember it. I'm sorry that I'm butchering this, but that's like his comment was basically like, "Come to Indiana and try to do that shit to me. I'll turn your head into a fucking canoe with my baseball bat." And I'm like, yeah, that's really helping anything
at all. Yeah,
it's just like these country boys are brainwashed, bro. Like, I don't get it. And
well, it's because everyone.
It makes me sad.
It's the internet. There's no consequences for that. You know what I mean? Put that person right in front of you. How much shit are you gonna talk?
Yeah, exactly. You can just sit behind that screen and say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
like,
that's why we're so far removed. I think from it is that
it's all online. Everybody's home.
I'll never, if I can comment, eat my butthole to Robert Downey Jr. and I'll never see him. Right?
Imagine running into him. They'll be like,
"Hey, we should check out a very good podcast episode.
You should eat my butthole, man.
Eat my butthole, dude.
But like I was gonna say like he did see, and he's like, you guys said that.
You remember you said that?
You want me to eat your butthole?
That's weird, James.
Like, freak you, man.
Freak you off.
Freak you off, bro. Get out of my sight.
No, but I definitely think we're so far removed that people don't. I think also people are so quick to give their opinion and not listen to another one. That's what's annoying.
Yeah. I was gonna say that earlier, like that people as soon at the minute that you have a little bit of different opinion than them, they're like, fuck you, snowflake.
Wrong, stupid, dumb.
Wrong, stupid, snowflake, libtard, idiot. I'm right, you're wrong. I'll shoot you in the face. Like, huh?
Yeah.
It's like we can both have different standings, and like I'm trying to, like, I don't know, I lost the word. I'm trying to express my opinion, like, in a safe, like, educated,
like cohesive,
like thought out process.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not coming at you. I'm not calling you this racist gun-toting,
gun nut,
like, like Blue Lives Matter, like person like that. Like, I'm trying to express like, hey man, like try thinking of it this way, and then it's automatically like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. Let me.
Like, okay, fine.
Like, I'll take your Rocky Mountain oysters and fucking.
Yeah, and that's why some people that have that mentality, are sad. Like,
Yeah.
it's sad that people have that mentality.
And it
People-
makes me sad.
people go their whole life thinking like that. That's what's
Yeah.
scary.
That's
almost
the scariest part. Yeah.
is that people will go their entire life thinking that only they could be right, or that there's no other option but besides what they have to say.
Yeah. I think we just have to. I was thinking about like what's it gonna be like um in just years to come when
The future.
in the future when our generation is old enough to run for president. Like how different is that gonna be? Like how like I feel like this generation is more open and like just more. I don't want to say woke. It is woke, but like it's.
But yeah, well,
I didn't want to call it that just
no,
because.
because it's got that libtard connotation to it.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
No, but they're more. I don't want to say. I would say educated, maybe.
Yeah.
They're more aware of.
They're more self-aware.
Self-aware.
They're
yeah,
self-aware. They know what's going on. What's that going to be like in presidency? Like what's going to change that we're
I think
not?
you're kind of already seeing it. With like,
Yeah.
I don't know how you much. Well, like Andrew Yang, I guess.
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say. Like,
Okay,
how
yeah.
much of a following young people had with him?
Yeah.
Because he was like, yeah. Even I was like, I'd vote for him.
I would absolutely vote for him. I was going to vote for him.
Yeah, and it's like I think that's what you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see more people that aren't just preying on the old strings of the past, kind of like.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my Republican guitar. Here's my pro Second Amendment string, my pro life string, my lower taxes string. It's like I think people are going to start to realize that people evolve or a nation kind of evolves. Like I think we're just going to be more.
We're not
going to be focused on this. I don't want to say focus on the same things, but I you know what I mean though. Like you're not going to have the old. I don't think there's gonna be old white people only being politicians anymore.
Yeah,
like
and I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
like old white
Let's get a
Christian,
change.
Christian gremlin looking motherfuckers.
Let's get a change of pace.
Like I think that's what we need is we need someone like Andrew Yang or someone that doesn't look like
even like Tulsi Gabbard, who was like white, and I don't know if she was Christian or not, but she was a white woman. It's like even someone like that, just like younger people in general.
Yeah,
I feel like
as soon as they hit 35. You gotta run for prez.
You have to.
Yeah.
Everyone in the
more 60, 70-year-old.
Well, it's like that's the thing too. Is like people, well, like Bernie Sanders. He's like, or
He's
even
like
Biden. He's
105.
Like, they're like super old guys.
Yeah.
Or like Trump. Wasn't Trump the oldest president?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like even them, even someone that like has different opinions. I feel like they are so used to playing politics that. It doesn't seem genuine, I guess.
No.
Like I think you'll see people that are actually like, okay, look,
this is what's going on.
That's what I want. I want the most like down to earth.
Yeah.
No bullshit, just like.
But then that's it. That's the problem with that is like you got all these like you have the whole group of we got a libtard for president. I better go. I'm going to carry my gun around everywhere I go. I'm going to take.
That'll show him. Or
yeah,
her.
that'll show this guy. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm going to take my AR to Walmart just to show him this libtard president. You can't win.
You're never going to win.
I
That's
mean,
true.
the only way we're going.
We're not going to have this 100%. Like whatever, you're going to divide 50% of the nation on whatever you decide.
Yeah, no matter who's president. I mean, it's going to be divided anyway.
Yeah,
that's just it's a nation divided.
But I do think you were. I don't know. I think with more people like Yang, you'll see more people kind of come to the center. At least, like you'll see, like that's what I think is happening right now. I think everything's kind of polarizing, and everyone's just retreating into on their side. And I think what happens if you can have a more reasonable politicians, like I don't know, it almost felt too predictable. That it's like, okay, Biden's probably gonna get it, or you know what I mean? Like here's the people that are gonna end up. And it's like, it's just too predictable. And I think when you have someone that's like a little bit more centered, reasonable, then people can start to be like, okay, yeah, we can agree on that. Mm-hmm. Like that's what we do have more things in common, but we don't ever talk about the things we have in common.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
That's the thing that's also, it makes it seem like that's why I've really laid off on how much Twitter I use. Because at first, I was like, I'm getting rid of Twitter. And then I'm like, no, because I still check trending and I still, stay up to date. But now it's like, it's not. It's almost like ignorance is bliss, but it's also like it's just like I don't know. What are the people saying that I'm looking at? Like, do I even agree with that? And even if it's like someone that's Republican, it's like, okay, is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, is that really what I'm thinking?
So it's
right
like
now?
people are just retreating into their corners, and it's just like if we only focus on what's going on with the world, it does seem like it's on fire. But it's also like there's probably great strides being taken in the world.
Yeah.
At least, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's a person escaping poverty. There's at least like one person escaping poverty on like the national level or the global level. Like the global scale of poverty is like $1.75 a day is what you like live off of or something like that. There's like one person a day escaping that in a country at least. So it's like, well, that's pretty hopeful for humanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like
that's looking good.
But all we digest is this. It's just like eating shit.
Yeah.
The whole time.
You can't escape it because the media just pushes it. It just shoves it down your throat. Shoves that shit down your throat.
More shit.
Yeah.
More shit. And
are you on this side or are you on this side? Are you on this side?
You have an endless stomach because
Yeah.
we have our attention spans and how much we consume. It just has been ramped up so much because of how
attention span is nothing.
How diced up it is and how quick we can get stuff now. We're like more. And
so what's next? What's next? What's happening next?
We don't stop to think like, okay, enough. I'm done. And then we get backlogged and it's like, then you fall out of the loop and then you're like, well, you're uninformed and uneducated.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah. Let's go off grid, man.
I'm down.
Okay.
I was thinking about
hunters and fishermen.
I was talking to you, like I was saying, I wanted to delete my social media.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about like, what if for like, I just go like rent a cabin for a week.
Yeah.
Leave my phone at home.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, listen, this is where I'm at. If anything happens, you can come find me.
Yeah.
But I cannot like, if I tell like,
there's no internet.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm gonna go do for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like give me a week.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be back.
And
if I'm not back in a week, come find me. Yeah. It's like, but I just want to leave my phone.
Yeah.
Or at least take it and turn it off just in case. Just leave it turned off, like in the suitcase or something.
Sometimes I miss that. I miss that you could turn off your phone. Like, you know what I mean? Like the days where you would have to push a button 3 times to get to get a letter.
Yeah.
Like your phone was only for texting or calling.
Yeah. Like a flip phone or a slide phone. Yep.
Sometimes I want to go back to that and just be like.
I think if the world went back to that.
Woo. World of difference, dude.
Yeah. Things would be different. Things
Yeah.
would be way different.
Yeah. I mean, Emily and I do that every now and then. Like when a lot of this was happening, we were like, okay, it's just too much, because like, you know, she would have people that would be like, if on her feed, they're like, if you're not donating to Black Lives Matter, you're part of the problem. It's like, okay, wait, maybe I'm agree with you, but I'm not donating or
not
stuff
financially stable enough to donate.
And so it's
that
like
doesn't make me part of the problem.
It's like people were like guilt you into doing it. Yeah. And it's like, that's not the right. It's like the thing about having black friends to have black friends. It's like, that's not the right reason to have black friends. You should have friends you should just have friends. If they're black, then they're black. You know what I mean?
Friends.
Yeah.
They're your friends.
Yeah. So that's what we do sometimes is we're like, okay, we're no social media for a week or whatever. And it gets easier. Like, that's why I've cut back on even like Instagram. Like now it's just because if I don't have anything to do, which is still a problem.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to download Tetris again, but
but
it's like,
I think I need to download a game like that to keep me off of it, because whenever I'm bored, I could sit on my phone and scroll for hours looking at the same shit that I did 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
refreshing it.
Yeah.
Like
and
hoping for something new to see it in a second.
Yeah. And be like, okay.
Yeah. And be like,
scroll past it.
Something new.
Yeah. And then just to ingest all this bullshit that makes me angry. I think that's why recently I've been very irritable and I've been very like not. You spill your water?
I'm wearing it, not drinking it.
Taking a shower right now, James.
Sorry, my Mio water.
Taking a shower in that Mio water over your shirt, brother. But I've been very just not pleasant to be around, and I've been very to myself and very just angry at everything. And I think it's because I'm seeing all this stuff that makes me mad, and like I can't do anything about it. So it's like I'm doing it to myself. Yeah. And I really need to just step away.
Well, it's just
play
it's
a game of
stupid
Tetris.
that you do. We need more Tetris playing.
Yeah.
This country needs more Tetris. That's what my platform will be when I'm 35.
Yeah.
Tetris.
You pop into the game, Tetris.
No, but it's crazy to think that how much influence that can have. Like that's kind of something that kind of helped me get away from it. is like, I like to think that I'm in control of my life and I have free will and all this stuff. And it's like, how am I letting this stupid fucking app with a bird on it set my mood for a day?
Dictate your mood for the day.
Yeah, like I'm not giving it that power anymore. I'm done.
I was good about it for a while. Like there was like 6 or 7 months I was off social media, and I felt pretty good. I mean, I was just getting kind of bored though. I was like, I'll have Instagram again.
Is we have a social media size hole in our diet that we need.
It sucked at first. It was like you get like withdrawals, man, and then you start to feel better. You're like, okay, I'm cool without it. Like I don't even need it.
Yeah, it's like that's how I felt too. I was like, well, if something important happens, I'll get a text about it. Or
and all the time, like when I had deleted, it was so annoying because like I have all these group chats that I'm in that we just send like memes and shit to each other, like send shit to each other, and every day they're like, oh, did you see that in the group chat? I'm like, no, I don't have Instagram. They're like, oh, I forgot. And it was like every day. They're like, did you see what I sent in the group chat? I'm like, no.
I didn't.
No, actually, I didn't.
Yeah. And that's...
Oh.
And I remember when I was going through Twitter, and I was like, okay, it's the same. Like, Snapchat was the easiest for me because you would just tap through those stories.
Yeah.
And it's like I hate watching people do that. They'll just tap through them all. And I'm like,
why even tap through it in the begin with? Just don't even go to that page.
Yeah. And they're like, well, sometimes they have stuff on there. It's like, is it worth it? Really? Like
1 out of 100 times.
Yeah. No. So I was like, okay, done with that. And then Twitter, I was unfollowing, like, even friends I would like unfollow because I'm like, I don't care. Like Brandon, I remember I unfollowed him and he's like, why you unfollowed me? And I'm like, dude, I don't care about baseball.
Yeah. All you do is retweet baseball, bro. It's like, I don't.
Come on, Brandon.
Come on, dude.
No, but it's like stuff like that. And so it's like, I'm still your friend. I'm still going to talk to you. I will hang out with you, but I just don't. It's literally a one digital digit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of a difference. Like, our relationship has not changed because I follow you.
We're still friends, but just because I follow you on Twitter doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like, but dude, my follower count.
I know.
Are you The Rock? Why do you care about your follower count? You have 150 followers.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Brandon. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to come at like. I wasn't coming at like Brandon. I was talking about people in general.
Yeah.
That care about their followers.
Yeah.
And I used to be that way. I used to care about my followers heavy. Like, I would like if I lost one, I'd be like, oh, what the fuck?
What
did
I do? What I do? Yeah.
Because I was like just trying to be. I was trying way too hard to be like this Twitter personality, and it was like. And then once I deleted Twitter, I was like, oh, that's stupid. Like, there's no sense in that.
Yeah. Just like the